All right, guys, as you can see here, I got 6 pieces of hickory and I had a little lump left. So I'm gonna add some more lump and then make a crater in the middle and do the minion method. And so stand by and I'll show you how that works. So as you can see, I have a little crater in the middle. I'm gonna fill up my chimney and I'm gonna sit it right there in the middle and I'm gonna light it up. This isn't gonna be a very long cook, so didn't need to fill it up with any more charcoal than that. But I'm using B&B lump charcoal. It's really good charcoal. I kind of like B&B the best. But anyway, so let's get the chimney fired up. So here we have a little tumbleweed in the middle. We'll just light that tumbleweed. There she goes. And we'll get our chimney set on top of it. And we'll just let her light up. And then we'll dump it in there. We'll put our Hunsaker Vortex diffuser on top of that, and we'll get it set up. Stand by. Okay, guys, we got our beef cheeks out of the pack. You can see where they were. It was just a beef shank. Excuse me, not beef cheeks, beef shank. You can see where it was just, sliced up from Costco. This is the season I'll be using. I got the Rolling Bones Perpetual Beef and the Rio Seasonal. So we'll be using that today, and we'll be using ThermalWorks RFX to monitor our meat temps. So let's get these seasoned up, and we'll be right back. Hey guys, Slaughterhead Barbecue back at you. So what I failed to mention is that we're gonna smoke these until the bark sets. Internal temp, I'm really not worried about. When the bark sets and they look good and we're in 165, 170 range, we're going to braise them. We're going to put these in a pan with some Cosmos brisket mop and some beef consomme, and we're going to braise these down, and we can use them for tacos or whatever we want to do, burritos, stuff like that. We kind of use them for meal prep. So I'll show you that process when the time comes. Thanks. All right, guys, putting the pit back together. I got me a pan of hot water in there. I'm gonna just put my grill grate on top. And I know my boys didn't have that good of a year this year, but we're building, so roll tide. Let's continue this cook. Stand by. Got a beef shank on the 18-inch Weber Smokey Mountain today. Gonna make a little barbacoa later. Tacos maybe. Breakfast burritos, something like that. All right, guys, Loggerhead Barbecue back at you. So I changed up a few things from what I originally said I was gonna do. Number one, I didn't use my Hunsaker Vortex diffuser plate. I decided to just go with a traditional water pan, full of hot water. And as you can see, right now we're creeping up on 300, and that is perfect. And that tail true gauge, if you can get a focus, you can see it is pretty spot on. So shout out to Tail True and the ThermalWorks. Just can't beat it, guys. All right, so back at you in a little bit. Thanks, guys. Hey guys, this is Loggerhead Barbecue back at you. So it's cold here in Georgia. It's cold for a southern boy like me anyway. The beef shanks, they reached a temp of 165. Bark was great. So I took them off, and my wife had used all my beef consomme. So she had a great idea. We make some beef bouillon, and I use that with the Cosmos brisket mop. And now I did a little cheat method. I have those braising in the oven at 350, and but there's a few things that I want to go over about the Weber Smoky Mountain. So what you might have noticed is that I use lump charcoal. Lump charcoal burns hot. Okay, these pits were designed to use with Kingsford charcoal briquettes, just regular old blue and white bag, the cheap stuff that you can get from Walmart. If you want to cook low and slow, you need to use those briquettes. You'll be able to reach your low and slow temps, 225, 250. But I wanted to go hot and fast today because it's, like I say, it's cold outside. And I had a few other things that I need to get done. So while those beef shanks are in there in the oven and they're getting tender and right with all the good brisket mop and the beef bouillon, I just want to go over a few things that I failed to mention earlier. But we'll get back to those beef shanks when they're done, and they'll be just falling apart. All that bone marrow and mix in there with that, it'll be great. Be some great tacos or some beef burritos. So anyway, guys, we'll catch back in a little bit. Thanks. Hey friends, this is Loggerhead Barbecue back at you. These Weber Smoky Mountains, I'm just sitting here thinking about some things because I want you guys to cook the best barbecue that you possibly can. It doesn't take, high dollar pits. Of course I have 15, 16 different pits. I have drum smokers. I had a Shirley stick burner. Komodo Joes, I got a couple of them. But it doesn't take, it doesn't take spending a lot of money to get great barbecue. So, when Weber created these pits, they designed them with a water pan. Okay. Now I don't have the water pan for my 18-inch. So, but I always get the cheap, inexpensive aluminum pans, and I fill it full of water. They're designed to cook with water as a heat sink, okay, and to keep moisture in the pit and and humidity. That's what they're designed to do. Now there's a lot of cookers out there on the barbecue trail that they take their water pans and they line them with aluminum foil and they don't use any water. That's them. They do a great job. I'm not saying that you can't do that. I'm just trying to teach you how they're designed to cook. So just a few things that I'm thinking about here, just trying to make sure that I get this video out, and it's to help you guys cook great barbecue. And I've cooked brisket, turkeys, anything that you can think of. I've cooked it on my 22-inch and my 18-inch, and both of those pits have the Hunsaker Vortex plate that I normally put on my over the coals. But today I wanted to go hot and fast, and I wanted to just a little different. But anyway, so we'll get back at you soon. The beef shanks are in the oven, and when those are ready to come out, I'll get you a picture, and we'll try to link up any of this stuff like Cosmo, the brisket mop, and the Hunsaker Vortex, and this kind of stuff. Anyway, all right, guys, thanks a lot for watching, and we'll be back at you soon. Thanks. Hey guys, this is Loggerhead Barbecue back with you. Look at this shank. It just pulls off the bone. Look at that. All that marrow right here. Look at that. That is good eats right there, guys. Just pulls off the bone. Been resting about an hour. This is gonna be some really good stuff right here. Tastes phenomenal, bro. Phenomenal. Anyway, I appreciate y'all watching. Please like and share. Thanks again.